Motherfuckers, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna be posting about my first time ever doing perks. Yes, my first time ever doing Percocets. My first time ever doing oxycodone, all that good shit. Yep, you heard it. I was like 12 or 13. I don't even know, bruh. I was dumb as fuck. I'm still dumb as fuck. What am I talking about, bruh? I don't know. I'm still on vacation, though. Look at this view. Bro, my forehead is huge. She got a fat ass, too, bro. I need to go after that put and that perks. You feel me? Alright, anyway, let's get into it. Pretty much, my mom had pain meds or whatever for her fucking birthing or some shit like that. Now I decided, fuck it, we are going to steal those and do perks and do oxycodone. Wow, I was using full noggin right there. I was using full brain power right there. I was using, feel me? I don't even know what I'm saying. I was using full brain power right there. That was a great idea. Obviously it was not a great idea, but fuck it, we ball. We do perks at 13, 12, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's like a year ago, some shit like that. Maybe a little more. I need to get a motherfucking haircut. I was like, fuck it, we're gonna do some perks up in this bitch. And my first time ever doing it, actually, it didn't even do much. So what happened was I snorted it actually, and I was like, well, I knew about perks at the time. It had 10 milligrams or 5 milligrams of oxycodone per pill, and I remember 325 milligrams of acetaminophen. That's not good shit, but fuck it. Pretty much, I was snorting it. I would crush it up and just be doing line after line. I was pounding lines at that time, at the ripe age of 13, 12, whatever the fuck. That was dumb as fuck, but in my mind, that shit, I was balling at that. I was balling at that point in my life. I'm still balling at this point in my life. Yeah, so fuck it. We did perks. But let me tell you the story behind it now, instead of rambling my bitch ass off about Percocet. So listen, pretty much what happened was I was snorting it, and I put a fat line down. I remember I crushed it up, and I rolled up a little piece of paper for my nose, and I got a straw and everything, and I was just like, I took the first line of my nostril. That shit felt great. No, that shit burned like fuck. And I got a hella bad drip. And I remember that. Now, to be honest, to like, what the fuck am I doing? To be honest, my bad, my brain's still fried. To be honest, fuck, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, to be honest, I didn't really feel much for the first time. I did the shit many times, a lot of times. I was binging it for like a week or two every day until I had none left. But yeah. So listen, I did. I was doing like 2 perks at a time at the time, and snorting it, half a pill per nostril, doing that shit back and forth. I didn't even really feel much, but yeah. So I mean, I did end up feeling more, but the first time I just did it, and I was a little calm and shit, a little euphoric, and I was playing ping pong with my brothers. What the fuck was that? Oh, that was a leaf. I thought that shit was like a cricket or something. Yeah. So it was all right. But I'm not just gonna be talking about my first time. I'm gonna also talk about some more experiences right now, because I'm only 4 minutes in. Well, I'm gonna just wait for 420 to appreciate that time in the video. There we go, 420, bruh. I don't even got no weed. I don't got none of that. Not right now. Anyway, so yeah, so I ended up binging that shit, and I woke up the next day and I did more perks. Yes, very smart. Do not fucking do what I was doing. I was frying my brain, I was frying my receptors and shit, but I still am, so it don't even really matter. Alright, anyway, next, sorry, my memory is like foggy and fried, so I don't really, like, I know exactly what I'm saying. It just takes me a little bit to get to it. Anyway, I was just binging that entire week pretty much, on and off. No, not on and off, it was all on. And I just kept doing lines. I would just be putting down lines. And then I decided to do more oral. I didn't see a huge difference between snorting it and consuming it orally, like swallowing the pills. I did try one time by dissolving it in water, I remember. I forgot if I crushed it up or just put the pill in there. But I did that. I mixed it with my drink, and I chugged that bitch. But that was all already because I was so fucked up on perks. I've nodded off a few times off it. I was off one of the most experienced... Let's take a moment for that stutter. Amen. Now, no disrespect to God, by the way. I'm just not religious like that. But I don't want to get fucked up by the demons or the God or the whatever the fuck you want to call that. So I still respect all that. I was not religious. Anyway, I also was doing methylcarbamyl, whatever you want to call it, MCM, at the time. So I was mixing that a little bit. It's a relaxant. It's a muscle action. It's actually a muscle relaxant. And it was slash dissociative, but people don't really be calling it that. People just be calling it a muscle relaxant. So I was mixing that hella, and it was crazy. I was like fent folding off that oxy and shit. And I would be not enough. I would be mixing like 1.5 to 2.25 grams of methylcarbamyl and percs. I would just be putting down lines of oxy, and I would not really like the nodding. The people kind of like exaggerate how strong it is. It's definitely strong. I'm not gonna lie, but you don't. It's not like the best thing you've ever felt. Like maybe for some people it is. For me, it just wasn't. Like it felt great. It was definitely like an experience, a fuck of an experience. But pretty much, like I'll just be like going down. I'll be like DPH nodding, diphenhydramine nodding, but like it's different. It actually feels good and shit. You're like so tired and shit. And my mom was screaming at my ass because she's like, "Why? What the fuck? What drugs are you doing? Why are you doing drugs or some shit?" Because do not try to lay down on this shit. If you lay down after doing percs, you cannot without sleeping. You will automatically fucking sleep. So I laid down. I'm like, yo, let me just like appreciate how good I feel right now. Right to fucking bed. Right to bed. Like a motherfucking baby. Right to bed. Like good fucking night. And I was sleeping for like 3 hours, 4 hours. My mom's like, "What the fuck? Why are you sleeping in the middle of the day?" Because I don't usually take naps. I was just slumped off those percs, off that oxy. And you don't want to be doing that at that age. 100. You don't want to be doing that shit ever. Nah, you cannot be doing that shit. You feel me? Gang? You can't be doing that. Anyway. Yeah, so I ended up binging it and nodding off hella and blacking out because I was mixing hella methylcarbamyl and hella oxy, and I kept doing line after line. I kept doing pill after pill, and I was dissolving and shit. I was just going crazy like a motherfucker. And I was talking to this one motherfucker online. His name's Landon. Shout out. I haven't talked to him in a bit actually. Yeah, but I was just doing hella drugs that night, and I like nodded off. I was like nodding off. I couldn't keep I couldn't keep consciousness. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna overdose or some shit. And I thank the Lord I didn't overdose or some shit, because I was like 40 milligrams down, like 30 mil. I was mixed with other shit. Like I was going fucking demon. Perc Pro, whatever the fuck you want to call that. But I never really got addicted to it. The withdrawals were terrible though. Let me talk about that. I got off it, and the next few days were terrible after that binge. I remember I was dialing up 988 on like suicide hotlines and shit, because I was like, I feel like I'm about to motherfucking die. Like, what the fuck do I do? What do you want me to do, bruh? Like, I was feeling depressed and shit. I was feeling like my world was coming down on me. And they're like, they didn't really help at all. Fuck 988. Fuck all that. They don't do nothing. Yeah, don't be wasting no time on that shit. I'm not gonna say that, but like, you feel me? I'm not trying to be disrespectful or some shit. But yeah, so pretty much we did that shit, and you feel me? It was great. It was a nice experience. But, bro, my hair, god damn. It was a nice experience. Definitely was a nice experience doing percs. Doing an opioid at 12, 13. Nice right age, by the way. Can we appreciate that age to do that at? Like, very fucking smart individual right here. I am a very smart fucking individual. But I decided to fuck that up by doing hella drugs for years. I got bipolar though, and I got ADHD, and I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety and shit. But I'm gonna get into that in another video, not this one. Anyway, yeah. So don't do percs. It was good. It was decent overall. I liked it for sure. I liked it. It was it felt good. I was euphoric as fuck. I was nodding off. I was blacking out, and it was good actually. I'm not gonna hate on that. But yeah, it was definitely not something to fuck around. I wouldn't say it was worth it. Well, for me it was, but like I just do hella drugs, so I can't really be saying nothing that. But yeah, so. Yeah, well, thanks for watching type shit. Yeah, I don't really got much to say about it. It was a good time. I still got hella other stories about percs. It's just, I was just going over a brief overview of all this shit. Yeah, though, thanks for watching, whatever. Yeah, don't do percs.